Hello everyone, I'm here to solve a classic Sudoku created by Piatato. This has been taken from the CTC Discord server and it is a hard classic Sudoku as rated by the author himself. The link to solve this is in the description of the video. I'm moving to the solving window now. The rules are standard classic rules. Each row, each column and 3 by 3 box in the grid has digits from 1 to 9 without any repetitions. So these are the rules. And if you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. Still, a majority of people or regular viewers of the channel are watching it without subscribing. Please subscribe to the channel if you really do enjoy what we do. It doesn't take much time to subscribe, so please subscribe to the channel. So I'll start the Sudoku now. 1 is in column 4, column 6, so that gives a 1 here. 1 goes in these 3 cells, and 1 in box 9 has 2 options. It only goes here. 1 in box 7 can go in here. Okay, no more boxes where I can restrict 1 to less than 2 cells or 2 cells. So let's go to next digit. 2 is not in row 1, 2 is not in column 1, so that gives 2 here. 2 has 3 options here. Okay. And 2 in middle row, row 5, can only go in this domino. So I marked the 2 there. And 2 in box 7 has 3 options. Okay, lots of options here. Let's go to the next digit. There's only a solitary 3 in the grid. So I suspect we can do much with that. Not much. Let's go to 4s. 4 is not in row 4, 4 is not in column 3. So that gives a nice 4 in here, and that leaves the 4 in here because these 3 cells would be eliminated. So 4 would be in here. 4 is not in row 7 and column 6, so 4 goes here, and that leaves a 4 in here. So all just simple stuff, no nothing harder in here. Okay, let's move to the next digit. There are only 2 5s in the grid, and I don't think we can do much with the 5s. Only 3 cells for the 5 in box 3, but not going to mark that. Similarly, just the 3 cells here. Let's go to the next digit, 6. 6 is not in row 4, 6 is not in row 6, so 6 would be 3 cells. Would find 3 cells in middle box. I don't see I should mark that. Why I should mark that? It already feels like a harder grid for some reason. 6 is in column 2 and 3, so again 3 cells for 6 in box 1. Six is not here, 6 is not here. Okay, so I don't think we can do much with the corners here, not even a single digit so far. So let's go to 7. 7 in, let's hope that 7 gives us a digit. 7 is not in column 2, so 7 goes here, and 7 is not in row 7, row 8, so 7 goes here. 3 cells for the 7 in here. Okay, again nothing much. 8s now, so 8 will be in this domino in column 2. And what do we do next? This is strange, guys. Not even a single digit so far. Okay, let's look at 9s. 8s, I don't think we can mark in any boxes. So 9 will be in this domino in row 8. I'm just looking at one final time before I start making center candidates. There's nothing in the way of easy digits by which one can write. Nothing you can do using corners. Okay, let's go to center marking now. I'm sure that there is nothing that you can do with corner marking here. So I'll start with this area because I'm straight away seeing that 5 digits can be eliminated. 4, 6, 7 and 9 can only go here. So this will be 4 and 9. This will be 7 and 9. And this will be 4, 6, 7 and 9. So I'm not going to mark that. 5, 8 will be distributed into these 3 cells in row 1. And that doesn't seem much interesting. Let's look at this area. You can't have 4, 6 and 7 and 2 and 8. So these 3 cells will be 1, 3, 5 and 9. And this cell in particular will be 3, 5, 1, 3, 5 and 1, 3, 9. Okay. So any more areas where we can mark pencil marks? This one. Just the symmetrically opposite box of box 1. If you look at column 9, look at these 3 cells. They can't be 1, 2, 3, 5 and 9. So they can only be 4, 6, 7, 8. So this will be 6 and 8. This will be 4 and 8. And this will be 4, 6, 7 and 8. Very interesting. I'm just focusing on writing some candidates here to see if it's giving us something. Look at this cell. It cannot be 1, 2, 4, 6, 5 and 7. So this has to be a 3, 8 and a 9. This cell cannot be 1, 2, 4, 6, 5, 7, 8. This would be 3 and 9. Not many cells to center mark there. Is it? Isn't it so? Row 8, column 6. 5, 6 and 7, 1, 2, 4 and 9. So this is 3 and 8. So is this doing something here? 3, 8, 4, 8, 6, 8. Nothing. I don't think so. And if I look at this cell, it cannot be 1, 2, 4, 7, 6, 8. So 3, 5, 9. So for a minute or two, let's focus on writing some candidates. Then we'll start thinking if there's something advanced. Look at this cell, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7 and 9, 3, 5, 8. So why am I seeing 3 and 5 at many cells? Is there something more to that? 3, 9, 4, 9, 7, 9. Again, something like a wild goose here. Nothing interesting. So just like in row 1, if you look at column 9, the 5 and the 9 will be in these 3 cells. And we saw that the 5 and the 8 was in these 3 cells. So which means that for row 1 and column 9, the 5s, if you look at, there are 2 5s for row 1 and column 9, and both of them cannot be in these in this area, I mean, because this area can take a maximum of 1 5. The other 5 must either be in this cell, row 1, column 5, or this cell, row 5, column 9, which eliminates the 5 from this cell. It isn't as huge as I thought, because a single digit elimination of 5 from here doesn't help at all, because we can eliminate only 4 from this cell. This could still take anywhere, any digit from 1 to 9. So am I seeing something here? If you look at these three cells, these three digits, you'll need notice that in row 9, they are going to be present in these 4 cells, and in column 1, 2, they are going to be present in these 4 cells. So is that something which we can work on? Oh, amazing. This is amazing, guys. This is amazing. I'm not sure if this is the intended break-in. Look at these 3 cells. They are 4, 6, and 7. Now, the question to ask here is, can these 3 cells be in these 3 cells? Simply not possible. The reason is, you will have 5 cells and only 4 different digits. So let's say you have 4, 6, and 7 here. Then how on earth are we going to satisfy these 2 cells? Both of them would become 9, and that would be a contradiction. So this leads to the deduction that this cell must be a 4, 6, or a 7. And that's not 6 because you have a 6 here. So that is 4 or a 7. And I can use the same thing in here. So if you have 4, 6, 7 here, awesome guys, this is superb. Then both of these cells are forced to be 8. So which leads to the deduction that this must be a 4, 6, or a 7. And you can't have 7 in here. So this is 4 and 6. Wow, this is really beautiful. This is really beautiful. Is it helping now? 4, 6. So 5 is ruled out from this cell, and that puts the 5 in here, and that removes the 5 from here. This is 1 and 3, and that gives 2 cells for the 5. I was hoping we can place something there. Oh yes, yes, we can. So 5 in box 4 must be in these 3 cells now, right? And that eliminates the 5 from here. What a deduction, guys. What a deduction. That started by looking where these digits went in row 9 and in column 1. So we got these 2 cells, and that has given us a 5 now. So this must be a 5. Oh, sorry. This is not a 5. This must be a 5. This is not a 5. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, and 9. So that gives more pencil marks. These will be 2, 3, 8, and this can't be 8 because you have 8 in here. So this is 2 or a 3. So we got a lot of information. Let's take some time to process these. I got a pencil mark here. I got a pencil mark here. I got a digit here. I have 5s in here. So these were reduced in values. So let's see now. Yeah. So one area I haven't explored is, we saw that all these 3 cells can't take 4, 6, and 7, which is why we had marked a 4, 7 here. So which means 2 of these cells will take 4, 6, and 7. And that is creating an invisible quadruplet among these 5 cells. So in these 5 cells, we have trapped the digits 4, 6, 7, and 9, right? 2 of these cells will be 4, 6, and 7. And you also have 4, 9, and 7, 9 here. So which means 4, 6, 7, and 9 would be in these 5 cells. And that means these 2 must be 1, 2, and 3. Excellent. This is really excellent. And I think we can do the same here as well. So 4, 6, and 7 are trapped in these 2 cells. It may be this cell and this cell. It may be this cell and this cell. Or it may be this and this. But we can conclude that 4, 6, 7, and 8 are forming an invisible quadruplet in these 5 cells. So this will be a 1, 2, and 3. Very good. So one more thing is, these cells must take an 8. The reason is, if they don't take an 8, look what happens. This becomes a 4, this becomes a 6, and where do you place the 4 and 6 in row 9? Not possible at all. So there must be an 8 in here. And does that do something? 8 is not in row 2, 8 is not in column 9, so 8 has 3 cells. It does. Where does the 8 go in row 9 now? Superb, guys. I'm enjoying this classic already, and it is hard. So 8 cannot be in these 3 cells, 8 cannot be here. There is only 1 cell left, so 8 goes here. So it's a classic where one has to work for each digit really. Excellent. So this is not 8. And that, which means this will be 1, 2, 3, and 9. Not going to mark that. So we saw that 8 was in here. Similarly, we can say that 9 must be in here. Because if you don't have 9, so this is 4, it's easy to see the contradiction, and there is no space for 4 and 7 in this column. You can at max place either 4 or 7, but you can't place both. So which means that there must be a 9 in these two cells. And that doesn't do much. 9 has 3 cells in box 3. So where do I go now? I haven't seen this cell at all. It can't be 1, 2, 3. It cannot be 6, 7, and 9. So it is 4, 5, and 8. That seems like a totally useless cell, useless place to pencil mark. Nothing is in there. Okay, this is again a cell which has only 3 candidates. 1, 2, 6, 5, 7, 8 are eliminated. It's 3, 4, and 9. Trying to squeeze every bit of information I can. So look at these, they are just symmetrically opposite. And I'm wondering if they are connecting with these pencil marks one way or the other. It's hard to say here. So if this is a 2, let me just go tracing here. This is, I'm not going to call this logic for now. I'm just seeing if I get to something. So this will be a 2, and 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 this is going to be a 2. This is my first scenario. Now let's use a different color here. If this is a 2, 2 had only 2 options in box 9. Box 7. So if this is 2, 2 is forced here, and unfortunately 2 has 2 cells here, and the chain stops right there. And in box 9, 2 will be in these 2 cells. Okay, I don't see anything with the reds. And unfortunately, I don't think we can conclude anything here. I'm going to erase the pinks for now. Oh, look at these 1, 2 sticking out like that. So which means 1 and 2 must be in these 3 cells. That is strange. So I may be right in thinking that these play a parts one way or the other. I'm not sure how yet. I have to see if there is a contradiction by which you can eliminate something. Really hard to say here, guys, how this works. Let me think here. This should have been marked at the start. Where does the 9 go in this column? So the moment I placed a 9 in these 2 cells, I could have marked 9 in column 9. So I missed that. I'm sorry for that. This must be a 9, which means this must be a 1, 2, or a 3. Surely now something must be going on here. This is really fishy. I hope I'm not missing any more easy digits here. That would make our solve really hard. Am I seeing something here? So can this cell be a 1? No. Row 2, column 2 cannot be a 1, and that makes me happy because it's eliminating one candidate from there. So if this is 1, look what it does to the ones. And the way I got to this idea was by looking at these countless 1 and 2s in these 4 corner boxes, box 1, box 3, box 7 and box 9. And that led me to this idea. So this will be a 1, this will be a 1, and now where does the 1 go in? Box 7. This is eliminated and that is also eliminated. So which means row 2, column 2 cannot be a 1. So I'm sure that there must be similar reactions in here, maybe here. So let's see. Can this be a 2? Yeah, 2 is possible. I don't see how it can contradict. And 3, no, there is no play with the 3s in this box because 3 is already a given here. So I eliminated one digit from here. Maybe let's see in the symmetrically opposite cell. Can we eliminate something from here? Because this area and this area works the same way, and this area and this area work the same way. So obviously, I won't say obviously, but at least there is a chance that this cell also works in the same way. Can we eliminate 1 from here? Let's go with 1. If this is 1, this will be 1. And 1 is forced here in box 7 and 1 is forced here. There's no contradiction, guys. How much time have I taken on this classic? It's every minute worth spent on it, 22 minutes. It's a really interesting one. I was hoping to eliminate 1 from here, but it is not eliminating just like here. Superb. Look at this cell again. You can't eliminate the 1, but who said you can't eliminate the 2 here? So this will be a 2. If this is a 2, that is a 2 now. And look where the 2 goes in here. There is no space for the 2. This cannot be a 2 and this cannot be a 2, which means this cell cannot be a 2. Wow. This is a hard classic, guys, but an excellent and extremely interesting one. So this must be 1 and 3. Come on, surely something now. Oh, W wing. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, really? So I was looking at these 2 cells and I've seen Ashish's videos on W wings and I'm really impressed by how those W wings work. So look at these 2 cells. Now if you, I think this is a W wing, I'm not really certain though, but this looks like a W wing. Now look at this cell. That is seeing both these 2 cells. So if you have, let's say, a 1 here, both of these would be 3. And where does the 3 go in? Row 9. There is no cell for the 3. Superb. So which means that this cannot be a 1 because that would force both of these cells as a 3 and no space for 3 in here. So that is not a 1. And now if you look at box 7, we have a pair and we get a digit. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Superb. I really enjoyed the way we got a digit here. And there is no 1 in here. There is no 1 here. And that gives a 1 in here, removes the 1 from this cell, and in column 5 there is exactly 1 cell for the 1, places the 1 here, and that pushes the 4 in here. So that's a 4. Superb. Now we get these 3 cells. They must be 3, 6 and 7, and 7 is already in these 2 cells, so that's a 7 now. That becomes a 3, 6. That will be a 2. Superb classic, guys. I think we have got the break in here. So that 7 gives a 9, gives a 4. That 9 produces a 9 here. And column 2 can be filled, 3, 2. And that 3 gives an 8 here. Plethora of digits. We're just rushing through now. That makes me happy. So that gives a 4 here. That 3 gives a 1 here. This will be 2 or a 3. And row 8 can be filled up. That will be a 2. This has to be a 4. These cells can be filled up. Must be 3, 6, and 7. That would be 8. That has to be a 2. And that eliminates the 2 from here. Okay, you already have a 2 here, so that's a 2. And 1 is in column 8, so that's a 1. So we have pierced through the bulletproof armor of this Sudoku. Really, it was hard one, but excellent Sudoku. This would be a 3, 5, and 6. That's not a 6. Okay, so many cells to look at now. That's a happy situation to be in. This will be 3, 5, and 7. Let's look at row 1. This can be 4. That would be 4, 8. That would be, 4, 7, 9, 5, 6, and 8, right? So this is 5, 8, 6, 8, and 5, 6, 8. Okay, 4 can be placed in box B. 4 goes here, and that pushes the 4 here. Very nice. Okay, 1 is here, so that pushes 1 here. Three is not here. That's 6 and 7. 9 is not here. That's 3, 8, because you have a 9 here. And if I look at column 6, this is not 5, so that's 3, 6, and 9. So still the Sudoku is offering some form of resistance. Just a second. To see if the video is getting recorded here. Yeah, because last time I did, whatever changes I was doing in my solving window was not happening, and I had to redo my previous video. So 8 is not in column 9, so that gives an 8 here. That is not an 8 here. Still it's holding on. Okay, 4 is not here. That's obviously seeing this cell, so that's a 4. And 8 is not here, 8 is not here, so that's an 8. Let's just try to rush through it now. Okay, this will be 3, 6, and 9 for the row. 3 can't be there, that's a 6 and a 9. And where does the 9 go in column 7? There's only one cell, 9 has to be here. That gives a 9 in row 6 because of the 9 here, and that puts a 9 here. Superb. This is 3, 6, so 9 can be placed in row 3. That's a 9. And that would be a 5, 6. This will be a 5, 6, and 7. You have a 6 here, so this is 5 and 7. 1, 2, 4, and 9, 6, and 8. So I need 3, 5, 7 in here. Let me mark those. This is not a 7. That's a 3, 5. That's a 3, 5, and 7. Still not so very easy. Still it's holding on. And look at this column 4, beautiful triplet. 3, 5, 6. So this is not 3, 5. So that's 8. That gives a 2 here. Completes the column. Almost. 8 here gives me a 3 here. Gives me a 6, 7, 3. That's a 5. It's a 6. 8, 5, 6, 3, 5, 3, 6. This would be 7. This would be 8 for the box. And now it can be filled, I think, 3, 5, 3, 7. This would be a 5. 5 in, 5 in. So this is a 5. So that's a 6. That's a 3. That's a 7. And that's a 6. Gorgeous Sudoku, guys. Gorgeous Sudoku. Piatato, a really impressive Sudoku, and an extremely hard one, just as you had noted, but it was an enjoyable solve. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video and please support us on Patreon and subscribe to the channel. The least you can do if you enjoy what we do is to subscribe to the channel. Please do the same. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.